Namaste, my dear students of grade 6. How are you? Are you all happy, excited, and ready to begin our English class for today? Good, I'm too. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss Unit 13, and this is writing. Okay, so before we begin our class for today, let us recap what did we discuss in our previous class. Good. In our previous class, we discussed about reason connectives, right? Because of, so, since, and as. This is what we discussed in our previous class. Are you all ready to begin our class with your necessary materials? Your textbook, your notebook, your pen or pencil? Very good. Here we just discuss a bit some of the sentences that what we discussed in our previous class. Okay, so we learned reason connectives. So let me just recap some of the sentences. Okay, we discussed, okay, let's say I wrote here since my English, okay, since my English was not good. Since my English was not good, I watched, let's say, many English movies. Okay. Since my English was not good, I watched many English movies. You know, what did we use there? Since. Since my English was not good, I watched many English movies. Okay, so this is what the reason connectives that we discussed in our previous class. And we also wrote there, let's say, okay, went to, we discussed last time, I went to, let's say, hospital. I went to hospital, okay, because I went to hospital because I was not feeling well. Let's see. This is what I, just remind you these two sentences. Since my English was not good, I watched many English movies. Okay, now my English is good. Okay, I can speak English. You can simply say. And another one I wrote you there, I went to hospital because I was not feeling well. Look at this. This is what we discussed in our previous class. Right. Okay, so what are we going to discuss today? Very good. As I said you earlier, in our class today, we are going to discuss the writing part of this unit. Okay, are you all ready? Very good. So, now we are going to see first of all the strips, the random order of the sentences there. Okay, you're going to have a look to these all the sentences, but one thing you have to remember, these sentences are not in the correct order. Okay, you have to think which sentence comes first, okay, and next in the story, because you have heard many stories. Okay, you have also written some stories. So how the story begins, okay, how it developed, and how it ends. You have to find the correct order of the sentences and make a meaningful, interesting story, and also you have to give a suitable title to this story. So let us have a look at the sentences given in your textbook, everybody. The first sentence, what can you say? The lion became angry and jumped to kill it. Okay, you can focus there. What does this sentence tell there? And also you can notice the, let's say, the tenses used there. Okay, the lion became angry and jumped to kill it. Look at another sentence. What can you see there? The second sentence, you can see the rabbit reached late. Do you think the first sentence and second sentence, is it in order? Not exactly. Okay, we'll try to keep them in order later. Okay, you just now have a look at all the sentences. Next sentence, you can see the lion was killed. Can it be the beginning of the story? No. Okay, the lion was killed. It is not the beginning of the story. And look at another sentence. You can see a lion was the king of that forest. Okay, you can guess there. Okay, a lion was the king of that forest. What about next? You see, there came the turn of a rabbit. Okay, you can see there came the turn of a rabbit here. What about next? You can see next sentence, the rabbit told the lion that there was another king in the forest. Okay, you can see the trick, right? The rabbit was really clever, and you can see there the rabbit told the lion that there was another king in the forest. And what do you think? All animals became happy. Okay, you can see there all animals became happy. Why? Why all animals became happy? Okay, so you can simply now connect, see, which sentence comes after this, or which sentence comes earlier. So what next? You can see there the rabbit took the lion to a deep well and sowed the lion's own image into the water. Okay, this is what rabbit, okay, developed. Rabbit, used this wonderful idea. Okay, so the rabbit took the lion to a deep well and sowed the lion's own image into the water. And what about next? All right, you can see once upon a time there was a dense forest. Okay, this is here. There is one more. Oh, okay, there are still some sentences you can see there. Okay, so what can you see there? The lion ordered the animals to come in front of it turn by turn so that it would eat them. Look at the sentences. Okay, these are different sentences. They are not in order. These are the random sentences, part of the sentences. Now, what you can do, my dear students, all of you, please read again carefully. Okay, you read these sentences, part of the sentences, carefully, and guess how the story begins. Okay, you have heard stories in the earlier classes. What happens in the very beginning of the story? Okay, you can guess. Look at these all the sentences. के सुन्नुहुन्छ तपाईहरु? धेरै धेरै वर्ष पहिले, right? Many years ago, or you can say long years ago. Okay, long years back. Okay, you can listen, or you also can listen what? In the beginning of the story, what do you find? Maybe once upon a time. Where is this once upon a time? Can you see here? Okay, you can see here, once upon a time there was a dense forest. Do you think this sentence comes at the first? Okay, you can just think of, which sentences comes first and then which comes later. You just try to think about these all the sentences, okay? And then you have to rewrite these all the sentences in the correct order, and then you will share me a meaningful, a wonderful story at the end. So, are you all now thinking of which sentences comes first and then next and then last? Very good. Please keep on working, keep on reading, okay? These all the sentences, okay? And then I'll show you some of the pictures, okay? Then you have to find these sentences. You have to match these sentences with the pictures. So, have you heard some of the ideas there to these sentences? That's good. Here we go to the picture. Okay. This is the picture. What can you see there? Right. Now please guess. You might have already thought. Okay. So which sentence comes or matches to this picture? Right. You have guessed correctly. So yes, this is the beginning, this is the starting of the story. So you can start your story with, once upon a time, there was a dense forest there. Okay, this is the beginning. Once upon a time, there was a dense forest. And then, what next? Come on, look at this picture and please now guess which sentences is followed by the first sentences. First sentence, once upon a time, there was a dense forest. And what do you see there? Okay, yes, you can see the lion, king of the what? Forest. So what do you think the second correct sentence is? Wonderful. So the second correct sentence there is, a lion was the king of that forest. Okay, very good. Okay, a lion was the king of that forest. Look at now. What can you see there? Look at this lion. What is he just thinking about? Right. He might have made some sort of what? Please guess. Rules, regulations, okay? For his prey, okay? Khana khanako lagi, right? So look at this, his plan. What might be? So what have you thought for this third one? Have you? Very good. So look at there. The lion ordered the animals to come in front of it, turn by turn, so that it would eat them. Right. This was his order, command to all the animals, in the jungle. The lion ordered the animals to come in front of it and turn by turn, so that it would eat them. This was his command order to all the animals in the jungle. What happened then? Can you please guess? Okay. Oh, look. What can you see there now? All right, you can see there. Okay, what is this? This is a lion. What do you think here? What is this? Good. So this is a rabbit. Okay, you might have already heard this story or you might have read. So please now, only what you have to do is you have to keep in order. So now please tell me, what do you think? Which sentences comes there? Very good. So you can say, there came the turn of a rabbit. Okay, you can see there came the turn of rabbit. You can see a small rabbit there, okay? And oh my God, look, a very danger lion is there, and you can see a small rabbit, okay? Right, okay. So you can see a small rabbit and the lion, okay? Then look at the next picture. Okay, now this is related to the, yes, earlier one. So you can simply now relate, connect, this one with let's say the another sentence. So which one do you think related, to this picture? Have you guessed for this one? What comes for this, let's say the picture, or what sentence is followed by that one? Good. So now you can see what happens. The rabbit reached late. You can guess there, there. The rabbit reached late there. The lion had a command to all the animals, but that day the rabbit reached late. This sentence comes over here. And what happened? What did the lion do? The rabbit reached late. Then maybe the lion became happy. Do you think so? Yes. So did the lion become happy when the rabbit reached late? Okay, you can guess there, okay? So what is your guess? Good. You might have already guessed, okay? Whether the lion became happy, angry, what happened, So yes, you're right. You can say absolutely, if the rabbit reached late there, it would become definitely angry, okay? So the lion became angry and jumped to kill it. Okay, you can say there, okay? The lion became angry and jumped to kill it. And what happened next, dear students? Okay, you have guessed, you have, thought of the ideas, The lion became angry and jumped to kill it. Maybe the rabbit, the rabbit might have said something to the lion. Don't you think so? Okay, so when the lion jumped to kill the rabbit might have said something to the lion. So what did the rabbit, tell to the lion? Let's see. You can think of that sentence, okay? So what the rabbit say or tell to the lion? Okay, did you guess? Very good. So the rabbit told the lion that there was another king in the forest. Okay, look at this. What the rabbit told the lion. The rabbit told the lion that there was another king in the forest. Then what happened? What did the lion say? Because lion was the king of the forest. But what did the rabbit say? The rabbit told there was another king in the forest. So look at this. What did the lion do then? You can simply connect with that sentence, earlier sentence. You can see, okay, the rabbit took the lion to a deep well and soared the lion's own image into the water. Look how clever words that small rabbit, it took the lion to a deep well and soared the lion's own image into the water. And what happened? When the rabbit took the lion to a deep well and soared the lion's own image into the water, what happened there? Maybe the lion was so angry, okay? And what do you say? It jumped into the well to kill another lion, right? And then what happened? Wonderful. The lion was killed. Okay? Yeah, you can see the lion was killed there. You can see here, okay? The lion was killed. And after the lion was killed, what happened? What do you think? Did the animals become very sad, very happy? What happened? Okay, you can just, think of the last sentence. So the last sentence, what do you think? Well, so you can see there, okay, the last sentence, all animals became happy when the lion was, okay, when the lion was died. Okay, you can see there. Yes, my dear students, it's wonderful. You have made all the sentences correctly. Now, let's see. Okay, now let's rewrite once again, how we started the whole story. Okay, so you can simply now repeat, yeah, once upon a time, the first sentence. Okay, this was the first sentence. Once upon a time, there was a dense forest. Please think of the tense used in the story. We use mostly, let's say, we always used past tense while writing a story. So there was a dense forest. Okay, and what happened? A lion was the king of that forest. Look at there. Here, there is also use of was. A lion was the king of that forest. This is the second sentence. Okay, how it is connected to one another. Then the lion ordered the animals to come in front of it turn by turn so that it would eat them. You also can notice here ordered. Okay, this is the past tense. Okay, this is the simple past tense. So the lion ordered the animals to come in front of it turn by turn so that it would eat them. And another sentence, there came the turn of a rabbit. Okay, there came the turn of a rabbit. The rabbit reached late. The lion became angry and jumped to kill it. The rabbit told the lion that there was another king in the forest, and the rabbit took the lion to a deep well and sowed the lion's own image into the water. The lion was killed, and all animals became happy. Wonderful. This is how you rearrange all these sentences and made a very good story, interesting story. Now, have you thought some of the, suitable title for this story, dear students? Please think of, okay, your own title. What can be the suitable title after, making this story? So this is just, let's say, one of the possible titles for you. You can create your own. Okay, so look at here. One possible title can be A Clever Rabbit. Don't you think? Wasn't that rabbit clever? Of course. Okay, that rabbit was really clever. Okay, so you can simply think some possible topic for this story. This is how we have rearranged the sentences in the correct order and made a meaningful story for exercise A. Now, in the second part of our lesson, we will now develop, write, okay, a paragraph about an interesting event, okay, of our life. We have some, interesting events, maybe some good, some bad, okay, but we do have some, let's say, the events in our life. So here we look at this exercise B. Okay, you can simply think of, let's say, some of the events, and then you write a paragraph about it. So what do you think of? For example, you can think what? Okay, you just think some of the event. Okay, what happened? All right, maybe some good or maybe some bad, but that is really memorable in your life. Okay, and you can think of when, maybe last year, okay, maybe many years back, okay, 5 years back, or you can say when I was, let's say, very young, okay, when I studied in, let's say, class 2, class 3, all right, class 5. You can simply talk about the time and where. Okay, you can think of, let's say, some places where, where this event took place. You can talk about where. And with whom, okay? Maybe sometimes with your family members, your friends, okay, your teachers, or someone else. So with whom, okay? That events took place. And you also can talk about, how long, all right? So sometimes, yeah, this event, can take place for long, right? So you can simply think of some of the ideas of your own, and you will develop a very good paragraph about that interesting event of our life. So, are you thinking about your, let's say, event, some interesting event of your life? Please, everyone, I request you all to think one of the interesting event. Click, what is really interesting, the event that you can remember ever in your life. छैन त्यस्तो एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ गजबको घटना तपाईहरुको जीवनमा? Of course, you do have, many memories, events in our life. Okay, so for your convenience, I have just brought you a, let's say, outline. Okay, so this outline can be best developed to write your own. Okay, this is just a sample, my dear students. So you can just take it as a sample, but you have to write your own. Okay, look at here. Okay, you can simply see what can you, let's say, write over there in the blanks. Okay, you can write, life is full of. What do you think? What is full of? You can think of some ideas, memories. That can be a suitable words. What else? Events. It can be events as well. What else? Good. Experiences. Okay. You can say sometimes, what life is full of. Of course, our life is full of memories, events, experiences. You can just write. This is just example I'm sharing. You can write your own. Okay. So some memories in life are, okay, you can tell me now, okay? Some memories in life are, what do you think? Okay, it makes us happy, right? So what do you think that then? It's maybe the good, okay? But some events that makes us really what? Sad, okay? And what do you think? Maybe some are sad, okay, and good, and some are bad. You can think of some, let's say, the words here, okay. Everyone has a special memory that they will never, okay, dear students, everyone has some special memory that they will never what? Okay, you can just think of one suitable word there. And the most memorable day of my life was, okay, you can simply think of one of the memorable day of your life. Okay, the most memorable day of my life was the day when I topped my school in which grade. You can simply talk. Okay, day when I topped my school in, maybe in a primary level, right? So in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1. Yes. And you can say it was, what do you think? It was day of our final examination. What day was it? Which day do you think is memorable in your life? Have you just thought of some of the memorable day in your school? Maybe the first day, right? That might be really memorable in your life. Or maybe what? Some sort of day when you got some award, prize from your school, right? We have many those, let's say, the events in our life. So you can simply write, okay, some of the moments. It was day of our final examination. If it was the day of final exam, what might be there? You think, okay? Maybe the result publication day, okay? That day is really, memorable for every one of us, we all the students, okay? So you think some words there. We all were hurried to see and listen our what? What you were hurried to listen and see. Okay? You think of some words. It was the turn of grade. Which grade? You can think of, it was the turn of grade. In which grade you were that time. You think of some of the grade. I was the first boy of that class, or first girl of that class. You can think, okay? I was the first boy, first girl of that class. You think? I was sure to be the first, but what? But when my name, you think of the, look at tense as well. I was sure to be the first, but when my name was re-announced as the, look at here, the topper of the what? What do you think? You might have become the topper of your whole school, okay? Maybe the entire school. Look at, you can think of something there, okay? The topper of the, then what happened when your name was re-announced, okay? I could not believe my eyes. Look, you can simply write, very simple sentence. I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe myself, okay? You can simply think, I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe myself, okay? That was beyond my imagination, okay? You can just think of like this. I was so excited to grab handful, when you top, the class or school, what happens then? You were so excited. I was so excited to grab handful. What do you think? Okay, handful. You might have thought of some of the words like what? Prizes. Okay. Yes. All right. And then my head teacher hugged me. And what did he do for my outstanding result? Okay. Maybe your head teacher. Okay. She might have what? Congratulated. Okay. Yes. Congratulated you for your wonderful, outstanding, result. And you can think now, that was, what do you think? That was the event of my life ever. What event? Wasn't it memorable event? Wasn't it the rare event of your life? You can simply think of, let's say, some of the suitable words which might be, appropriate in the gap, and now develop a good paragraph. So, are you thinking of some of the suitable words in the gap, everyone? Very good. I hope all of you are thinking of some possible suitable words, to make that sentence complete and meaningful. Okay? So think of it. Okay? Once you finish thinking those suitable words for the gap, then we can just look at the module sample for this paragraph. But you can write your own, my dear students. Okay. If you have thought some of the suitable words there, now let's see. Look at this. Okay. Now you can simply see what was missing there. What was missing there in the blanks. Okay. In the first, let's say, slide, we just observed some of the missing part of those sentences. Now you can see, you can read out, and you can write, your own. Look at this suitable sentences. What is life? Oh, life is full of memories, events, and experiences, right? You can think of these things. Some memories in life are good, and some are bad. Okay, so we can think some memories in life are good and some are bad. And what do you think? Everyone has special memory that they will never forget. This special memory, we will never forget. So the most memorable day of my life was the day when I topped, look at this, when I topped my school in grade 5. Okay, now you are in grade 6. Maybe this memory is, the memory of your last year, previous year. So you can say, topped my school in grade 5. And it was result publication day of our final examination. Okay, so you can say there, it was result publication day of our final examination. We all were hurried to see and listen our result publication, on that day. And then it was the turn of grade 5. And look at this. You are retelling your story. So I was the first boy or girl of that class, you can say. Okay, I was the first boy, first girl of that class. I was sure to be the first, but when my name was re-announced as the topper of the entire school, whole school, okay, I could not believe my eyes. Yes, dear students, I was so excited to grab handful what prizes there, okay? Maybe yes, some notes, notebooks, pencil, okay, and other prizes. My head teacher hugged me and congratulated for my outstanding results. That moment, that day was one of the rare moments of my life ever. Okay, my dear students. Wonderful. Great. So this is how you can now think of any let's say memorable events of your life. We have so many other memorable events in our life. You can think of, let's say, these things, but please remember, you have to use past tense. Okay, you have to write in, let's say, past while talking about your, let's say, the events, because that was already taken place in the past. And you observed here, there are use of past tense there. Okay. Yes, my dear students, if so, now let us recap what did we learn in our class today. Let's just see. In our class today, in the very first part of the lesson, we simply rearrange the random sentences in a correct order. Okay, we did that. There was random sentences, and after reading slowly, carefully, we rearrange those sentences in the correct order, and then we developed a meaningful story. Okay, yes, that was the story of a clever rabbit. Okay, we made a good story, and we also gave a suitable title. And lastly, in the second part of our lesson today, we also learned to write a paragraph about an interesting event of our life. Okay, so we learned how to write, how to develop a good paragraph about some interesting events of our life. So this is how we have come to the end of our class for today. So before we end our class, let me assign you a very simple, okay, very easy job for you all. Please, everybody, look at this task. You can simply write, okay, a short, interesting story or event, okay. Yeah, look at this, that you have recently read or heard, and you can share it to your friends. Haven't you read stories? Yes, you have heard many stories. You have read many stories, maybe in your school libraries, or you might have watched, on television, nowadays in YouTube's, wherever. So please, okay, take any one of the story, okay, and then you can write that story in your own language, own words. Own words. So this is how we have come to the end of our class for today. I hope you have better understood. You have learned to develop a story in today's class. So thank you so very much for your active participation from the beginning to the end of this lesson. So we'll be meeting in the next lesson. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.